This is Marissa Indigo with Divine DNA Blueprint Mystery School, and this is a transmission received from the elemental kingdoms and the Fae and Gaia. And this is a transmission, an invitation to play and to heal or integrate inner child aspects with the Fae. The Fae have come forth in their pure elemental form. So this is a beautiful and pure emanation of Gaia. It's an extension of Gaia's consciousness coming through the elemental realms of fire and earth, air, water. And in this instance, more so the earth, the plant kingdom, and the stone people, the mineral kingdom, and also the water. And so this is a fairy realm that is quite primordial and thus very pure. We are guided to stress the nature of the purity, for some have associations with the Fae and the fairy beings that can be more mischievous and maybe a little bit both worlds, with a little maybe 4D kind of mischief, or anything that would be not purely kind or considerate. That this isn't a malevolent force in any form, I guess is the best way to say this as it's coming through. And it's this invitation, spring is coming for those of us particularly in the northern hemisphere. And it's this pure invitation to come and play and kind of have a tickle in the belly with an expectation of fun or magic or surprises. And this is extremely supportive of the inner child, maybe trauma work, because it's a pure joy and it's building more of that into our neurology, into our light body. And so then we start to see this beautiful holographic experience of an emotion and the energy of it and how we feel throughout the body with that excitement. It's a higher frequency, so it's all sensory kind of experience. So we'll feel the emotion, we'll be thinking the thoughts, we'll feel the energy flowing through us. It's a beautiful unified moment. So through beautiful activations that are so simple and pure, like a sparkle of the sun shining on a dewdrop, or how dewdrops or raindrops will collect onto a spider web or pool into a leaf. Such basic, but really immaculate captures of the magic. Also bright colors, of course, flowers blooming, crystals, all of this beautiful, these gifts of nature. And so the Fae are asking us, inviting us, if we wish, to really tap into this kind of bright light of pure joy, to receive it for ourselves, to seek it, to expect it, and to receive it for ourselves, and to also share it as a representative of the fairies by sharing magic, simple magic, with others. And this could be spontaneous gifting or anonymous gifting, like taking little coins, little gold coins, even plastic ones, or little glass beads, into a nature spot or into a park where people are going to find them, where children are going to find them. So there's all kinds of ways to bring magic to a total stranger. And it's this subtle appreciation of, really, it's an invitation to a deeper level of embodiment as well. So it really is a beautiful offering here of coming into our own bodies and merging our consciousness of the mind and the mental chatter, the thought forms, with appreciation through our senses, through our eyes and touch, or what we hear. I receive that the birds also are so connected to the Fae because it's really more of an angelic light energy. So I'm seeing even leaving jewelry or baubles, just fun. It's just this act of giving, and it inspires generosity and gifting. And it can be the littlest things that are actually big things. We're also, they're inviting us to kind of reassess our value system of what has worth. What does it mean for something to have worth? And if you're tapping into the energetic potential of, let's say you have a beautiful seashell and you're like, oh, I'm going to leave that here as a gift for someone. You know what that beauty does for you And so to imagine what that will do for another just starts to invite us into this greater weave. So I'm being shown just such a really beautiful potential for healing for the individual and the collective with the Fae here. And they remind us that many of us are fairy human hybrids as well. It's kind of like this, primordial elemental elven energy is definitely a Lemurian component to this. It's very heart-centered generosity, and these are also the codes of abundance that are what I received as the Emerald Covenant. And the Emerald Covenant, as you think about the beautiful greens of the lush nature, and what that frequency of color, that emerald, what that does for our heart centers. It's a spring green, perpetual green, evergreen. And so it's an infinity loop of the abundance energies. And we see this in the natural resources of Gaia, of planet Earth. On all levels, there's just this incredible abundance of resources from all the kingdoms too, and an abundance of beauty. So it's just a really awesome welcome to spring. Come connect with us. Oh, I'm hearing the tinkling chimes of fairy bells. And so remembering sound, the elements of soft, kind of magical, more etheric sounds, and to play with those. Very healing for the energy. Can really support us in realigning our energy bodies, our fields. A bell can be very clarifying. It can cut through the energy and help us to just completely shift our fields back to the divine blueprints. So that's a really wonderful tool as well. So these are all of the gifts received, these invitations of the Fae to come and play. Spontaneous gift giving can be really lovely, or going out into nature and just asking for a gift or to be shown a gift. And this could be a feather or a beautiful leaf that has a heart-shaped hole in it. It could be a crystal, it could be a flower. Just to make sure that I got everything in, just to kind of review, is first for ourselves to fill our cup, to fill our light. They're inviting us to come and play and to be really with that curiosity of a child, kind of a treasure hunt energy, just seeing what you will find, what you will discover. And it could be a message, it could be a physical something that you see in nature itself, a treasure left by someone else. So there's that aspect of receiving to fill ourselves and our fields and our light bodies up with joy and light. Then on the other side of that, once we have filled our cup, this is part of the abundance codes and the Emerald Covenant. That's the infinity loop, is that we receive and we share, and we receive and we share, and we receive some more and we share some more. And this is, again, the Emerald Covenant, that abundance weave of receiving and sharing. So when we receive magic and treasures, then it's really amazing to do the same for others spontaneously through gift giving, anonymous gift giving. It could be someone you know. You could be leaving a treasure at a park for somebody to discover, just to touch their life, because we never know how something like that, or maybe a lovely note, those things can be game changers for people on the path. So there's a lot of healing for us individually and collectively with this beautiful medicine from the fairies. They are representing a consciousness of Gaia that has Lemurian subcontexts, and it is a primordial elemental expression. So we'll see this in light and color and sound, also in the natural kingdoms themselves. Just a beautiful invitation. So thank you so much. Wishing you a beautiful rest of your day.